If you're over 60 and feeling exhausted, if your performance in the bedroom isn't as strong as it once was, and you worry your best years are behind you, pay close attention. What I'm about to share may surprise you, but it could also change everything. 3 simple nuts. Yes, ordinary nuts might be the secret to boosting your energy, regaining your vitality, and improving your blood flow and stamina in ways you haven't experienced in years. No pills, no supplements, just natural, real foods that fight back against the slowdowns that come with aging. I'm Dr. Laura, and I've spent more than 3 decades helping men restore their strength, confidence, and masculinity. And I can tell you right now, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you fuel your body. Most men don't realize this, but these 3 nuts support better circulation, firmer erections, and stronger hormone levels, all by working with your biology, not against it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how they work, why they're even more powerful when used together, the number 1 mistake older men make that sabotages their results, and the simple daily routine that can help you feel like yourself again fast. But before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos designed to help men over 60 feel stronger, more energized, and more confident every day. And if you find this video useful, type the number 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports your health and vitality. Let's get started. The first nut every man over 60 should never ignore plays a critical role in restoring blood flow, boosting circulation, and laying the foundation for stronger, longer-lasting performance. This is the nut that has rightfully earned the title of the King of Circulation. Nut number 1. Walnuts, the King of Circulation. I'll never forget my patient Tom, age 68, who came into my office looking defeated. He told me, "Doctor, it's like my body doesn't respond anymore. I want to be with my wife, but it just doesn't work the way it used to." I hear this far more often than you'd think. And in Tom's case, like so many others, the problem wasn't desire, it was blood flow. That's why the first nut we need to talk about is the humble walnut. It may not look like much, but it's one of the most powerful foods you can eat for circulation. And if your circulation isn't strong, everything else crumbles: erections, energy, mental clarity. It all begins and ends with blood flow. Walnuts are packed with L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the gas that relaxes your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. When you're younger, your body makes plenty of it, but after 60, those levels drop quickly. That's where walnuts come in. They help restore that natural function, keeping your vessels open, flexible, and responsive. They're also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and strengthen cardiovascular health, 2 things that matter deeply for any man looking to perform at his best. Some of my patients have told me that after adding just a small handful of walnuts each night, their energy returned within just a couple of weeks. They woke up with stronger morning erections, felt more alert, and had greater stamina throughout the day. This isn't a miracle. It's biology working as it should once you give your body the right support. And the beauty of walnuts is their simplicity. No pills, no prescriptions, just a natural tool your body recognizes and knows how to use. So if you've been feeling sluggish, if your erections aren't as firm, or if your overall drive seems low, this one simple change could begin to turn things around. But walnuts are only part of the equation. Because the next nut doesn't just support blood flow, it directly boosts erection strength and stamina in a way that's been proven in clinical studies. Nut number 2. Pistachios, the erection enhancer. A few years ago, I had a patient named Ricardo, age 72. Overall, he was in decent health, but he was quietly frustrated. "It's like I'm there mentally," he told me, "but physically, my body doesn't show up." He had tried pills, but they left him dizzy, flushed, and embarrassed. What he wanted was a natural solution, something that worked with his body, not against it. That's when I introduced him to pistachios. Most people think of pistachios as a light snack, but what they don't know is that pistachios are one of the very few foods clinically proven to improve erectile function naturally. In a fascinating study out of Turkey, Men who added pistachios to their daily diet for just 3 weeks experienced significant improvements in erection firmness, duration, and overall sexual satisfaction. No drugs, no gimmicks, just real food with real impact. Like walnuts, pistachios are rich in arginine, which supports nitric oxide production and better blood flow, especially where you need it most. But pistachios go even further. Their unique mix of antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant sterols support vascular health, reduce inflammation, and even lower bad cholesterol. All of this adds up to one thing: better performance with more confidence and less frustration. Ricardo started eating a small handful of pistachios after lunch each day, and within 2 weeks he noticed changes. Stronger morning erections, more spontaneous desire, and best of all, the feeling that his body was finally responding again. It's like something clicked, he told me. Like my system switched back on. If you felt disconnected from your physical self, or if performance anxiety has crept in, pistachios may be the quiet solution you've been overlooking. Affordable, easy to find, and surprisingly powerful. But what if I told you there's a third nut? One that doesn't just support blood flow or erection strength, but also deeply restores your hormonal levels from the inside out. This one is a game changer for testosterone, energy, and even prostate health. Nut number 3. Brazil nuts, the hormone restorer. Then there's Gary. He was 66, sharp-minded, active, still in love with his wife, but something was off. "I don't feel like myself," he admitted. "My energy isn't there. I'm not as interested in sex. It's like my body is slowing down no matter how hard I fight it." He was eating clean, walking daily, doing all the right things. But something deeper was out of balance. That's when I asked him about selenium. He looked confused, like most men do. He had never heard of it. That's where Brazil nuts come in. These aren't everyday snacks. Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium, one of the most powerful yet overlooked minerals for men's health. Just 1 or 2 a day can dramatically support testosterone production, improve sperm health, and even protect the prostate. Here's the catch: your body doesn't make selenium, it relies completely on diet. And as you age, getting enough becomes critical. When Gary started eating just 1 Brazil nut each morning, things slowly began to shift. His mood improved, his brain felt sharper, and his drive started to return. By the end of the first month, his libido was back, not forced, but naturally, as if his body had just been waiting for permission to feel like a man again. The beauty of Brazil nuts is their simplicity. You don't need a handful. In fact, too many can do more harm than good. But that 1 nut a day becomes like hormonal insurance, keeping your testosterone steady, your energy balanced, and your performance ready. If your spark feels dim, if you're tired for no reason, or if your desire has gone quiet, this may be the silent reset your body has been waiting for. Now, what happens when you combine these 3 nuts, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, into a simple daily routine? The answer might surprise you, because it's not just about nutrients. It's about synergy. They work together in ways that amplify their individual benefits. But before we wrap this up, let me remind you of something important. What you've just learned isn't just about 3 nuts or even about nutrition. It's about reclaiming your energy, your confidence, and your sense of self at any age. Because the truth is, life after 60 can either feel like a slow decline or like the start of a brand new chapter. And the choice is yours. Every small, intentional action you take compounds over time. 1 Brazil nut in the morning. A handful of pistachios after lunch. A few walnuts in the evening. These aren't just snacks. They're daily votes for your health, your strength, and your vitality. They're reminders that you're not giving up, you're leaning in, you're fueling your body with what it needs to thrive. And here's what I've seen in my decades of helping men like you. The moment you start showing your body that you're willing to support it, your body responds. Sometimes faster than you'd imagine. More energy in the mornings. A spark of desire returning. A deeper sense of connection with yourself and with your partner. And those shifts, they don't just happen in the bedroom or the gym. They ripple into your whole life, your confidence, your mood, your relationships, your presence. So, I want to leave you with this. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. Don't fall into the trap of thinking change has to be complicated or overwhelming. It doesn't. It just has to be consistent. And these 3 nuts? They're one of the simplest, most natural, most effective ways to start that journey. If today's message resonated with you, if even one part of this lit a spark of hope inside, then take action.
Start today.
And let this be a reminder. You are not finished. Your best years are not behind you. They're still ahead. And if you're still watching right now, that tells me something. You're serious about your health. You're not the type of man who just accepts decline as normal. You're someone who knows there's more inside of you, waiting to come back to life. And I respect that. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. First, if you found value in this video, hit the like button. It may seem like a small action, but it lets the platform know that this message matters, and it helps more men just like you, find the guidance they deserve. Second, make sure you subscribe and tap the notification bell. I share science-backed, natural strategies every week to help men over 60 stay strong, energized, and confident. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Third, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you going to try adding these 3 nuts into your routine? Even if you just write, "I'm starting today," that's your first declaration of change. And who knows, your comment might inspire another man to start his journey too. And finally, share this video. Think of a friend, a brother, or maybe even your father who could benefit from hearing this message. You never know how much of a difference a simple share could make in someone's life. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about food. It's about empowerment. It's about refusing to let a number define you. It's about stepping into this stage of life with strength, clarity, and vitality. And I promise you, with the right choices, you can feel alive again, more than you have in years. So remember, 1 Brazil nut in the morning, a handful of pistachios after lunch, a few walnuts at night. Simple, powerful, consistent. Do this, and watch how your body begins to thank you. I'm Dr. Laura, and I'm here to remind you, your story isn't over. In fact, the best chapter might just be beginning. Stay strong, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.